know we're shit.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the Daily Drift. Welcome back, Drifters. So today, it's a beautiful day in Texas. It's actually the first day of winter here, and here it is, basically the beginning of November. And we're finally getting some cold weather. I love wearing sweats, and today's the first day I actually get to break it out. But there's nothing better than cold weather and working on cars. So that's what I'm going to do today. So today what we're doing is I'm working on the calipers. We're going to be fixing up where we left off with the other one. The good news is I managed to order a new set. I found one online through, of all places, Rock Auto. Hopefully we'll get that in and we'll be able to get those done and get this car back on the road. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. We'll see how it goes. So before we get started with everything, all I need to do is start on the rear brakes. The fronts are a little bit different than the rears because it's the Turbo 2 front for the RX-7. So it's like a 4-piston caliper, so they're supposed to be good, but I've never had brakes on this car that worked, so even though they're good brakes, when they're seized shut, they don't do anything. So we're going to fix those as well today, so look forward to that, and let's get started. So after recovering from the nightmare that was the passenger side rear brake, I decided to tackle the driver's side. And as you may well know, things on the Daily Drift are usually not smooth. They're usually pretty rough, and we usually run into a lot of problems, and things usually break, usually my knuckles, but sometimes we succeed. But the best part is that we never give up, unlike all my previous relationships. So as it turned out, this brake didn't give me nearly as much trouble as the other one, even though it was completely rusted and I couldn't move the parking brake at all. So that's where we started. I pulled off the parking brake spring of my bobber, and then zipped off the nuts. And as you know, the best way to deal with rust is with a little bit of lube. And by lube, I mean WD-40. We just gave it all the WD it could take, until it couldn't take it anymore. But even then, the bottom piece wouldn't come out. Didn't matter what I did, whether I used a pry bar, a hammer. Hell, I even tried pliers. And needless to say, none of them worked. So then we decided to whip out the big guns. And by big guns, I mean a torch. You could say it was lit. Huh? Nobody? Alright, fine. So while this thing was still completely lit, we decided to take a hammer. And that didn't work, so we tried the pliers. That didn't work. Then I tried the pry bar. And that didn't work. So I decided to get up, take a break, and move on to something a little bit easier, like bleed screws. Yes, bleed screws. Some might say don't use a hammer, but you forget, I'm a caveman. No, but like really, if I was a caveman, like what would I have been doing? I don't even know, like probably just running around trying to survive. Sure as hell wouldn't be working on cars. But anyway, on to removing the piston. All we had to do was take this weird cube tool thing and stick it in there and loosen it up, and eventually it came out. It was a little bit stuck, but we got it. Nothing too difficult. Just kind of keep going and going until eventually you get it out. Kind of like my ex-girlfriend. After we got the piston removed, I had to get the C-clamp out. And as you remember from the last video, I had to get my thin, skinny little C-clip tool. And I'm pretty sure that's the official name. Little skinny C-clip tool. We're going to roll with it. Then just unga-bunga the last piece out. Comes out pretty easy. Then we got to go to our science and use some pliers to pull out the little center piece. And then we go back to the unga-bunga technique and smack out the last pieces. Oh, and remember that piece I couldn't get out? Turned out all I had to do was rotate it and pull. Go figure.
It's like a rusty graveyard of car parts. They all come here today.
And that, my friends, is the bearing that was completely destroyed on the last one. This one, it's intact, so we should be good. Oh, and I almost forgot to get that last seal. Now that's better. Alright, so this one came apart like a million times easier. I'm not quite sure why, but I'm going to take it as a win. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean it out, get it all nice and refreshed up. We're going to sand it down, clean up all the old parts, and then put in the new ones. It's pretty simple. A lot of it's just re-greasing the bearings, and greasing up any of the boots, the O-rings, and all those things. And we're just going to change them all out, make sure that there's no issues with this one. This one was not seized like the other one was, so there's a good shot that this one's actually okay. So I'm gonna get to doing this one real quick, and then yeah, when we finish this, we'll move on to the fronts. You know, one step at a time. Ah, yes. The most exciting content on YouTube. Cleaning car parts. Yes, this is what everyone wants to see. This is why we search these search engines for all these wonderful videos, because we want to see a guy in his garage by himself cleaning car parts with his bare hands. Yes, that's what we've all subscribed for. You know you like it, so just sit there and enjoy it. Now look at all those shiny parts. Those things were rusty and gunky just a couple minutes ago. Now we got all these nice new ones that are going to go in. Ah yes, lube. What would we do without lube? I mean, cars run on lube, planes run on lube. Hell, marriages over 20 years run on lube. The point is, lube is amazing, and we need more of it. So that's exactly what I did. I grabbed that orange lube and started packing that hole. Oh yeah, get in there real good. Oh, you know we need more than just that. Come on now. I'm going to take that lube and really pack that bearing good. That's right. You go until it looks like a sloppy butthole. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take that shaft with the dimple in it. You're going to put lube in that. And then you're going to make sure you lube the shaft. Don't forget to lube the shaft. It's very, very important. Then we're going to take this thing and shove it right in the hole. Then it's usually best to take a socket and a hammer and go caveman on it. Until it looks like this. Ah, yes. Now that is one clean looking hole. And yeah, you guessed it. Time for some more lube. Be sure to fill it up real good. Something about this just doesn't seem right. Anyway, I just moved back to putting the parking shaft back in the hole. The parking shaft. Yes, that's what we're calling it, the parking shaft. After we got the parking shaft back in, we decided to put in the other shaft into the other hole. You see, there's a lot of innuendos in this, but you know what I mean. Anyway, you slide on the O-ring, you take this little shaft and you shove it in the other hole. Boy, if there's one theme for this video today, it's lube. You definitely gotta have your lube. Then just take both shafts that are held together by lube and put them in the hole. It's pretty easy, it only goes in one way. Then you gotta take this little clip and put it inside those holes. Yes, you're getting a biology lesson today. Lube is vital on everything. Then you just take that little retainer and put it inside. It requires a little bit of fingering around to get it in there right. Kind of like my ex-girlfriend. But unlike my ex, this actually worked out. And then it was time to install the C-ring. No, not that type of C-ring. Get your mind out the gutter. Come on. This is a Christian channel here now. It stands for C-clip or circlip. See? Not everything's dirty. But I did have to ram it in because it didn't want to go in the slit. See, but sometimes it just takes a little bit of force. Then it was finally time to put the piston back in when I realized I forgot something. Another O-ring. So I just reinstalled the O-ring, lubed that sucker up, and put the piston back in. It was definitely a tight squeeze, but thanks to the lube, we were able to get it in. Nice and easy. So then it was time to do the dust boots. This time we got to use the pink lube. Yeah, that's that special rubber lube. We had to stretch that rubber over that piston, and it was pretty graphic. Then we just put in a snap ring to hold the boot on. Ah, now that's better. Now we just had to install the parking brake hardware, which was pretty simple because it didn't really require any lube, so a little disappointing. Then we just had to make sure we torqued our nuts. This is 20 foot-pounds for this nut. 14 to 21 is the tag. There we go. Then the parking brake spring decided to be a little cunt. So I took a hammer and I smacked that bitch out. I would say there's a lesson to be learned here, but that might be problematic. So we're just gonna go with I fixed it. Oh yeah, and don't forget to line up the piston. That might be a problem if it's not. And the very last thing that you need to put lube on is gonna be those shafts. Yes, the shafts that the caliper slides on. We don't want them getting stuck like the last one did. And then all we gotta do is slide it on, tighten it up, and should be good to go. Well, needless to say, this thing took me way longer than I expected, but we managed to get one whole caliper done without any hiccups. So that's a pretty good win for today, but it's late and I still gotta get to the gym, so that's probably where I'm going to end here. So all I got left to do is the fronts, and then we're just waiting on parts for the rear. So far so good. Wish me luck for tomorrow. So if you guys like this video, be sure to hit that like button. If not, dislike it. And I'll see y'all in the next one. And just remember, keep it nice and easy.
Oh hey, you're still here. Well, try clicking that subscribe button. It's real easy because I've got about 100 of them. Oh, and just in case if it wasn't clear, these are jokes, and if you don't get jokes, tough shit. Have a great day.